Okay. Right. We're at Thetford Priory. We've been here 3 or 4 times, Tina.
Yes, we have, Michael, yeah.
And we've been very lucky and fortunate enough to come across 4 or 5 spirits.
Yes,
And
and here we are at twilight.
Yeah.
In Thetford Priory.
4 o'clock in November, and it's quite cold. But,
very cold.
You've just had a little bit of a thing with a monk.
I just saw a monk coming towards me, but Michael weren't here. He was somewhere else, so I had to cut the link. But Michael's back now, so hopefully we can tune into him. The reason I'm on edge is because the gates are open down there, and Michael's van is there, and they could come and shut me at any time, and I really don't want to be locked in the Priory.
Why not? It'd be fun.
At night where there's no light.
3 o'clock in the morning, bound to get some spirits. So we have come across a monk here before, and there's ghost sightings of a monk, and
I've come across several
the
monks
people
there.
of
the Taylor Two Stevens, and also John of Thetford. But I wonder if that was John of Thetford come back, because he didn't go over.
Was this the man with the keys? The monk with the keys? Yeah. Now he's a spirit that has been seen on several occasions, accompanied by the sound of keys jangling.
Yes.
And there was an occasion where you were able to connect with him, not in a massively deep way.
No.
But it was the same.
So the light might be fading. I'm sorry, it's really dark.
No, it looks really great here from this side. Yeah, it's fine.
But I got the name Peter, Brother Peter, as I sat here and before you disappeared, and he's got a candle in his hand, so it's like walking around, and he's locking it up. This is like at night time he's locking important doors up. I think more this side, I'm not sure. He's in brown sort of brown clothing, so I wouldn't have thought he's quite high up, just brown plain sackcloth, if you like, whatever that was, that Hessian sort of material. And he's got a big hood over him, so you can't really see his face. But I do see a bit of a chin area. And he was locking the doors. He was coming around locking the doors, and I think there was some sort of raid or something. Someone knocked him on the head.
Oh.
As he was going around making sure everything was locked up. So I feel like someone bumped him on the head. I see him falling down on the ground. This is why he haunts.
Oh, and did they kill him?
And someone taking the keys, like that.
Wow.
I can't see who they were.
Did they kill him?
I think they might have done. I see him just falling onto the ground. He had a big whack across the back of his head as he was going around. It was very peaceful, very quiet. People were all in bed. There weren't a lot of people about, and he was just locking up, if you like, locking special doors to special buildings. And that's why you hear the keys, because he was the key holder. They had sort of turns each of, locking the buildings up. This person's name was Peter, named after Saint Peter.
Were you able to connect with him, communicate with him?
I'm trying to. So, whoa, woe is me, woe is me, woe is me. He's got some sort of guilt complex. Woe is me. Okay, Peter, what is your story? If you can connect in. We are here to help. I know our energy isn't that good at this time of night, but we are here to help you and not to harm. Would you like to come through and tell us your story? Sacrilege, you're shouting sacrilege, so I think there's some sort of invaders. I don't know, I think this has been raided a couple of times, I'm not sure, in history.
Okay.
He's praying to Saint Joseph for protection. Yeah, a big cross around his neck. And he walks around here a lot at night, so people generally see him at dusk.
Okay. All right. What?
He has been
As a
recorded
ghost?
as well, yeah, as a ghost. But his spirit is the reason why he's walking around is because he got knocked out and his keys were taken. And he might have been killed. I don't see him dead, but I just see him lying face down on the floor. He's knocked out. His keys were taken, and that was like a burglary, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
These people, about 5 or 6 people, all dressed in dark clothing, could get into the rooms where food maybe, or even money and gold was, and things were removed.
A bit of a raid.
A bit of a raid, and that was this time of night or even later, because I think that was probably... He had a candle in his hand, or like, you know, and he was walking around, locking the doors.
And
Peter.
did they take anything?
Peter of Gloucester. So he must have come from another place to come into this abbey. Yeah, there was a raid.
And did they take anything?
Yeah, they took what they could get hold of, really, before all the rest of the monks woke up.
Have you got a year? Are you able to find out the year?
It's really, really a long time ago.
Mm.
I would say 13th, maybe 14th century. But it is a long time ago.
Were these people caught?
No.
They got away with it?
They got away with it. I can see him looking for treasure, gold, money, arms, anything.
Yeah.
And grabbing them and putting them in a sack. And his self-made purgatory is to walk the grounds, but he doesn't need to.
Does he feel he's guilty?
Yes, he felt guilty because he weren't aware. He's just doing his nightly thing with the keys, locking up doors to all these separate places, and so I think they slept over there.
Okay.
And go around and make sure everything's locked up, which is his duty, and there was turns each, certain monks would do it on certain times, certain days, or for a week or whatever,
okay.
or nights. It's just his unfortunate that he was
on duty
that night, and there was a raid. They weren't like wanting to burn the abbey, they just wanted to get what they could.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they knew at the time these were easy targets, monasteries.
Yeah, just like a petty burglary almost.
Yeah, but there was 6 or 7 of them, all dressed in dark clothes.
Yeah.
Black clothes, very dark clothes. Sort of like.
And how many monks were there at that time at this place?
I think this is towards the end of the life of the.
Oh, okay.
Of the abbey.
Yeah.
Because that was falling down, and they didn't have the money to. So I feel like it's towards the end, maybe late 1400s, or maybe earlier than that.
Okay.
But that was like 1500 where all the monasteries started being.
But did this attack kill him then?
I think it must have done. That's why he walked the ground. And the guilt that he felt through not being.
Has left him here.
So he does walk around this ground, and he does. And I saw him. I don't know if the light is enough.
Yep, plenty of light.
Walking up here with a candle like this in his hand. So he's walking up there. He's got a set of keys, big set on a big round circle metal thing, and he's walking up here, or walking from up here. With a candle. That's what I saw.
Yeah.
And then I see back of the head, and it fell straight down. Whacked with a bit of wood from a tree, like branch or something really heavy. Hit him on the back of the head, he went down into the ground, and I think that might have been his passing. And he just feels so guilty, he wanders the ground with the keys. He's been seen many times, it's
right.
recorded.
Yeah.
Got this monk with the keys, walks around.
What was life like in the abbey in his lifetime?
It was hard. That was coming towards the end That's before the dissolution of the monastery, but there wasn't a lot of money. This was in disrepair. Places were falling down. Things needed repairing, and maybe he was the same with John of Thetford. He was the last monk sort of here, last abbot here, and so I got in touch with John of Thetford, didn't I? Well, not this monk. This is a monk I've never seen before.
Right, it's a different one.
So life was hard. They weren't giving any money into the monasteries anymore. King Henry VIII was on the throne, or the 7th.
Did they manage to hide the treasures that?
They didn't take a lot. They just got hold of some coins, silver coins.
Yeah.
And food mainly, wine, anything they could get hold of. That was just a chance raid. That they knew things were coming to an end. He was telling me that everything was coming to an end.
Yeah.
In the monasteries.
Yeah.
And although this was still here as a monastery, it was in disrepair in a lot of places, so they were just using certain places because obviously that was still a whole building, but that you know, they couldn't afford to heat it. There was only about 30 people on the whole site.
All right.
At the time. And it was very, life was very hard because they were begging for money from the government. The government didn't really want to pay anything. Not the government, the hierarchy in the church. I'm so sorry. I think it said the government.
Yeah.
Their government.
Yeah.
The hierarchy in the church. And it's desperate times. But he can go now, I think.
He wants to go?
I think we should let him go.
I do.
He's got no reason to be here.
No.
Okay, Peter. Tell us a little bit about your life real quick. Peter of Gloucester, so he came from Gloucester Cathedral down, or somewhere like that. I don't know why I said cathedral, and the monastery went in Gloucester to come to Thetford to join.
And how old was he?
When he went?
Yeah.
He was fairly young. He was about 29.
What, when he got hit here?
Yeah.
Right.
Because they'd send the young monks out, because a lot of them were getting aged now.
Yeah,
you know?
so they would have tucked in
It's
early.
difficult to put in more for the cause.
Yeah.
And that's sort of like petering out anyway. And that was before the dissolution, but not long before the dissolution.
Right.
And they had to lock everything up because I was frightened this was going to happen, and it did.
Yeah.
But
I think this place had been raided before.
that might have been the raid.
A big raid. Was he aware of that one?
That could have been the raid. I don't know, but I just see 6 or 7 people, but there could have been more.
I think people lost their lives in that raid. The one I'm thinking of, the large one. It could have been that one.
It could have been that one. I'm just seeing his story, his soul story.
Was there anyone else lost their lives then?
There could have been. There could have been, but I'm just concentrating on his story.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's getting cold, dark, and we need to get him. It'll be interesting if we see anything on this one, actually. So pan around. Where's your EMF thing?
I'm not working
Your EMF thing?
here. Sorry, no. I'm
Didn't
not
bring it
working
with you.
here.
Okay, Peter.
So do you want to explain the process that you're going to do now, Tina?
Well, I think we've explained it enough now.
I think it's always good to...
So just see a portal, and it's right above that
That stonework.
that stonework there.
That one there, yeah.
In the sky.
Yeah.
And we'll just come in. Portal. His parents are waiting for him.
Ah.
Yeah. He didn't have no wife or anything like that.
No, no.
His parents. Maybe grandparents too. His last name is Dunn.
Okay. Peter Dunn.
From Gloucester.
Okay.
He came to join the to help keep it going really, because they sort of went all.
Yeah.
They come from all over, in France, everywhere, you know.
Yes.
This was the beautiful
Nice.
place, he said, and I'm going to miss it.
Ah.
Said he's going to miss it.
Does he want to go over, Tina?
Would you like to go over?
He
Or would you like to
got to. He could stay.
Yeah, you can stay if you want. God, he believed in Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
He really did. You can return to home. And your mum and your dad. Your mother and father, yeah, sorry. 2 brothers and all. Peter, he had Peter, it was him. He had 2 brothers up there, Michael and Richard.
Okay.
Okay, so the light is coming down. He's standing right there. It's a really shame that you didn't bring your EMF thing. We might have got some.
I have got it.
You've got it on you?
I don't know. Yeah, I can give it a go. Is he going to mind us?
I think it's just too high up for that.
Show me where to go, Tina.
Well, he's just standing over there, but I don't think that will work here.
Am I in the right area?
Well, we're in open.
Yeah, but it won't affect it if you can tell me
But I've
where.
already opened up the portal, so he's already got the light surrounding him, so I don't know if that will work. We should have done it when I first got in touch.
Okay, that's not.
This is just a new thing we're trying, but we don't not show off. It's not like he's haunting the place, well he was, but that was just seeing his spirit walking around. Haunting is different. He's not haunting the place. He was just doing his thing.
No, but he has an energy there, though, Tina, hasn't he? In order for you to connect.
Maybe it's not dark enough. Maybe it's not strong enough.
Well.
Okay. Look at that, Peter. Saintly. Thank you. I've arrived. Thank you. I said I've arrived. You weren't an emotional person, they weren't, man.
Right.
I've arrived, his parents. And they come down.
Gone.
And it's strange because that's a light. So I said it's all light, but that's lighter than anything else.
Yes, it is light over there. Well, he's been a character that's been noted around here in the past, of the hauntings.
But no one knew who he was and what happened.
Jangling keys and.
He was the gatekeeper, not the gatekeeper, the lock,
Yeah, and I think
who had the keys.
with him being hit like that has kept him here.
Let's keep that on for a minute. Is anyone out there what's going themselves, on camera?
Well, if you like the work we've done and you want to subscribe,
comment, like, and share,
Yep, you know where to come. Thank you very much for viewing.